What's up, everyone? We are back with another episode of Pound for Pound. I am the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman.
Henry Cejudo, a.k.a. Triple C.
A Shadow Line production.
Henry, we have a very special interview with the new WBA welterweight champion of the world, Romero. But before that, Henry, let's get to this breakdowns. It is fight week, UFC 315, 315, as some people would like to say. And 315, that is Muhammad versus JDM. But before we get into that, Henry, it's my teammate, so I always want to shoot a quick shout out. But I mean, Corey Sandhagen over the weekend fighting former champion Davison Figueiredo, and Sandhagen making it look easy. I mean, that Sandhagen that fought this weekend, I have a hard time believing that guy can't be champion. Henry, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I've always said, like, dude, I don't, Sandhagen would even be my toughest matchup, even me prior to coming into, making that comeback. He can strike. He's just dangerous in opposition. He doesn't play jiu-jitsu. He mixes all of his fighting. He'll fight you off the bottom. He's punching and looking for submissions. He's looking for missions and then punching you. I mean, right now the bantamweight division is up for grabs. I mean, yeah, he did what he did to Figgy. I mean, are we surprised with that? I'm not. And I love Figgy, man. Figgy's one of my better friends, where his family has stayed over here. But fuck, you gotta give credit where it's due, and Corey is that good. But right now there's a big limbo between him and Peter Yan. Peter Yan had to say something, has some things to say about him, talking about, what do you mean? You lost to Merab, you lost to Sean already. Our fight was in 2021. I took it on short notice. I'm next, Corey Sandhagen. And obviously, Peter Yan responded, we can find out who deserves it more in July. No more short notice excuse for you, son. Peter Yan.
You know what's funny? Sometimes I'll be wondering who be typing for these for some of the international fighters that be tweeting. Who types their tweet?
Nah, they got humor, bro. Don't kid yourself.
Of course they do. But real quick, yeah, I know it's been a couple days, but Henry,
the best way to do it, Kamaru, real quick, they do need a fight, because it was 3 years ago, and you know what? Peter Yan did beat two people to get it, to be 2 or 3 people to be in that position. He's still the number one contender. I feel like Peter Yan is right, and particularly Merab is going to fight O'Malley, the winner of Peter Yan and Corey Sandhagen. Even though I thought that in the beginning, I felt like Corey Sandhagen should have got that fight. I felt like he should have been the guy fighting for O'Malley, but because of time, you just can't do it. The UFC already booked it, so now you got to earn it back in there.
Okay, but if you're looking at that, this is Peter Yan's record. If you're looking at this, Peter Yan came from 3 losses, right? And got a win over Song Yadon, unanimous decision, and then got a decision win over Davison Figueiredo. Now look at Corey Sandhagen going in there and not a unanimous decision. He went in there and he finished him in his second round. So if you want to talk about quality wins, I mean, Corey's is 4 for 5 in his last. He's 4 for 4 wins out of his last 5. So
but think about it this way too, Kamaru.
I do agree with you. It's if all else fails, let's fight for the spot. I understand that, and I get it. I could see Corey
getting a victory over Merab. I really could. Like, I feel like he's that good, man. But I could also see Merab maybe dragging him through the mud like he did with all of us, and then doing his thing. But I think like Corey's that one guy that I'm just like, man, this is like the white version of John Jones. Very creative, uses all of his arts or whatnot. I think the only thing that would scare me with Corey would just be some of those takedowns. And I think that's what Merab would really take it, particularly with the smaller guy like Davison and how he was able to get the takedowns. Absolutely ridiculous.
You saw that counter wrestling. But yeah, there's a lot to be said about this, and we'll break it down more as we get closer to, the title fight that's taking place in this division later on, coming up in a couple of short weeks. But real quick, let's just touch on Bo Nickal suffering his first loss to RDR. I know a lot of people are going, oh my God, he really is not what he is. But listen, RDR is not a bum. We're talking about. I know he's relatively unknown to most MMA fans, but RDR is a 2-division world champion of ONE FC. 2-division champion. Has a lot of submissions. I mean, this guy's very, very talented. And now coming down to South Florida and really pushing his kickboxing. I mean, with Henry Hooft and those guys at Killcliff, hey, he started to round at that game. He's a really problem. I mean, this was a lot of experience for Bo Nickal to go out there and deal with. And to be honest with you, Henry, I'd rather Bo Nickal take that loss now and find out, okay, I'm deficient here. I need to tighten those up before you get up there. So, for me, Bo Nickal is still very, very promising guy. I don't think he lost too much stock in himself. I still think he's very, very promising. It's just that, much experienced guy in RDR definitely let him know that, hey, there's some things you need to work on before you get to the top of the division. And that's just my 2 cents on everything. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think Bo Nickal, dude, I think there's a lot, man. I'm here to kind of tell Bo Nickal, man, like I've been in these positions before. I felt like even in the beginning when he signed with the UFC, it's just that this is what happens, man. I had Pico over here about a week ago, and he was training with me. We talked a lot about the decisions that he made, like being a phenom, but yet if you don't scale yourself into what you're trying to do, man, you're gonna get burned. Like this sport, this is not wrestling where you get tacked and you manually get bended up. Like, dude, this is mixed martial arts where you're gonna get a knee to the body, you're gonna get a punch in the face, and that's exactly what happened to Bo. It's unfortunate. I mean, it sucks, man, because he's that All-American boy that's representing our sport, I guess, at the highest level, but it's also MMA. And I do believe that everybody needs a little bit of that humble pie to be able to really take the sport even that more serious. It happened to me, man. I truly did believe, Kamaru, the first time that I fought Demetrius Johnson, I was 10-0. I was fighting the pound-for-pound king at that time. I thought I was going to drag this dude through the mud, Kamaru. Nope, that wasn't the case, man. I got stopped in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. But what happened is I started making the right decisions. I feel like Bo needs to do the same thing. You got to leave home, kind of like what you did. You left Florida. You went to Colorado to actually get better. So, Bo Nickal, I know you're watching this, dude. Yes, you did lose. Yes, you need to learn how to fight backwards. Yes, you need to work on your clinch, your distance recognitions, your fakes, your feints, and particularly, most importantly, that I would say is his composure. Like, you need to just be composed. If people want to fight you, let them fight. Let them throw. Doesn't mean you got to exchange with them. So these are rookie little mistakes that I truly do feel like, Kamaru, that if he finds the right people that could really take him there, and that right person that I'm telling you, and Bo, we've talked about working together, you got to come out here, bro. You got to swallow that pride, man. And let me just show you some things for the next 3 days.
Well,
and I guarantee you, man, I'll make it into a shiny fighter. Brand new.
Way to sell that. Jeez.
And I'm going to send him a message. Obviously, I'm doing it here publicly, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to send him a message. I'm going to be like, Bo, I truly do want you to, like, because it's
Shit, make me want to go out there. I mean, damn, Henry, I'm about to come see what it be like out there.
It's our job too, Kamaru, to see a high level wrestler like that and take care of him. That was one thing that Kevin Jackson always told me. He's like, legends take care of legends. And particularly, obviously, Bo Nickal, well, he's a legend in wrestling, and at least at the NCAA level. But we got to take care of him because he makes his mistake again, dude. It's just, he's going to be a laughing stock, and I know he's not going to want to live like that.
Well, for me, I think Bo still has, I don't think he lost too much. I think, it's one of those things when you suffer a loss, it lets you reassess. Okay, maybe I'm not that good there. Maybe I do need to work on this and that. Okay. Let's get back on the horse. Let's clean up those areas. And so, he has some decisions to make. But, for me, I still think Bo could be a champion. I still think he's very, very talented. I think he's tough. And so, Yeah, Bo. You make those decisions, you clean up those things, and I think you'll be right back in there.
So let's take a break to thank our sponsor for this episode, True Classic Tees.
I see we both got that shirt on, Henry. Huh? I think we both got that shirt on out here. Well, let me ask you. Have you worn anything else since you got that shirt, Henry? Because I've been seeing you walk around town, bro. It seemed like you got the same exact shirt on.
I got the polos last week. I just ordered the performance tees. And in these things before, during, and after the gym, they're breathable from fitting to classy. I basically traded my wardrobe for True Classic.
But for real though, Henry, the fit and feel are perfect. Guys, summer is here, and I cannot recommend it enough. Step up your game with True Classic. I'm talking tees, hoodies, jeans, activewear, everything in the closet.
Ditch the overpriced designer nonsense. Ditch the cheap stuff that shrinks and tears. And level up your wardrobe like we did with True Classic.
Snug on the arms and relaxed on the gut, Henry. You know you need that. And no bunching, just a clean fit all around.
So grab yours at Target, Costco, or head over to trueclassictees.com/PFP to get hooked up today.
Now let's get back to the episode. But moving on, you know, it is fight week, Henry, UFC 315. Muhammad versus JDM, better known as Jack Della Maddalena. And, you know, I want to go through the breakdown on this, Henry. I think this is intriguing because I don't feel like a lot of people, I think people are kind of sleeping on this. There's definitely, I think people are sleeping on JDM, even though, yes, Muhammad has, is good everywhere. And yeah, when you are champion, you got that extra confidence on your back, and you feel that you are that guy. And so, yeah, I want to go over this. Let's go through this main card, Henry. And you know, I want to give my picks too, Henry, because it's been a while since we gave picks. Because you know, while we were doing picks, I was smacking you every week, and you know, it made you feel bad, so you stopped really doing picks. So let's get back to it, man. Looking at this card, it is it's a sneaky good card. There's some really good fights on this card. First one, starting with Benoît Saint Denis taking on Kyle I don't want to kill that last name. You know, you know what? Let's practice it. What is it?
Prepolec.
Prepolec. Yeah, this is a really, really good fight. Obviously, we know that Saint Denis is very, very aggressive, but after suffering that last loss to Renato Moicano, it's man, and Dustin Poirier. Like, I mean, you were finished those were pretty two tough finishes back to back. Poirier put him out, and then Moicano just smashed him. So, I mean, I think he's looking to rebound here. He's ultra aggressive. I don't know, Henry. What are you thinking here?
Can we look into Kyle Prepolec real quick?
Hey,
what's his style?
Like, let's talk about this. Like, he's got experience too, Henry. He's nice and he's got experience on a 3-fight win streak. Okay, but I'm gonna go with Saint Denis here. He's looking to rebound here. I think that aggression coming forward, and really kind of, because he can really still mix up. He throws power, but he can still kind of mix up the strikes. And so I'm gonna go with Saint Denis to rebound here, even though I think Kyle has the ability to be able to get this win. I'm gonna go with Saint Denis here.
Okay, all righty.
You going with Kyle, right?
Sure, why not?
Okay. All right. Henry, moving on. Next fight. This is the fight that you really like. And I like this fight too. Alexa Grasso taking on Natalia Silva. Yeah, I know you got a lot to say about this one.
Yeah, no, this is a 3-rounder. I think the 5 rounds would really benefit Alexa Grasso, but because this is a 3-round fight, man, I just feel like Silva is stylistically, she's really good off the open, off the kicks, and she punches really freaking hard, man. And particularly with 3 rounds, she does produce a lot of power. She just cannot she cannot allow Alexa to get close. If she allows Alexa to get close, Alexa could put her out. Alexa's got heavy hands, man. I've had an ability to work with both of these girls, but I can honestly say, man, like the one that's really coming in, that is right there, man. Really, if she doesn't allow pressure or anything else get to her, I can see Silva getting the decision. I really can, man. I think her kicks, what she's able to do, she's scrappy. She moves a lot. She's got a very taekwondo style where it's just very difficult. But besides the taekwondo style that she does produce power when she does flick the kicks and actually throw the punches. So I know she doesn't fight as frequent, but if I got to pick Kamaru, I'm going Silva via decision.
This is a tricky one, Henry, because both girls I think are really good. We can say they're good fight IQ wise, because Natalia Silva understands that with she's really good with her kicks, so she wants distance. She wants to be able to use her footwork, move around, kick, hands, and put them together. She loves that style. But we can't forget the championship mindset and just the fight IQ of Alexa Grasso, which, listen, in beating a champion like Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso understood in that fight. She understood that, hey, this girl's counter fighting. I can outbox her. I can switch stance, go southpaw, and find a way to start catching her, and then really put it on Valentina when she took her back and she was able to get that finish. So both girls are good fight IQ here. Alexa Grasso is looking to rebound after just losing her title. It's a tough one. You are right, Henry. I do think 5 rounds would have benefited Alexa Grasso. I'm going to go with, I like Alexa, but I'm going to go with Natalia Silva here, because I think to beat someone like that, you need to have aggressive wrestling to be able to change levels and get her down and control her. So I'm going to go with her as well. So we move on, Henry, to your favorite guys, Jose Aldo taking on Amin Zahabi. What you thinking, Henry?
Jose Baldo. I mean, right now, apparently Aldo is a favorite, man, but I just don't feel like these dudes, if you can't take Aldo down, if you could not take Aldo down and you don't have better striking than him, you're not going to beat him. One, Aldo has great takedown defense, and if your striking doesn't meet the par as him, or you can crotch sniff like Bumtista, keep up against the cage, that's another thing. But I just don't see that, man. I don't see Jose Aldo slowing down anytime soon, and I got Jose Aldo via decision.
That's the easy pick there, but I think because this guy is not a big name, even though he has a good last name, a recognizable last name, he hasn't really broke through with stardom in the UFC. But I do think he is underrated. Amin Zahabi, with what he's been able to do, I think look at this guy. I think he is underrated. In his last fight, look what he did to Pedro Munoz. He was able to just kind of shut him down. He shut him down with his jab. It was just fight IQ with the way he was able to shut down Pedro Munoz. And we all know Pedro Munoz is a gamer. So I do think, and then with Fiorot as well, I think Fiorot is an amazing coach. I'm sure he's watched and studied Jose Aldo for years, to where I think they're going to come in with a great game plan to potentially neutralize that. Because we do know now Jose Aldo is a little bit different in his style. Early Jose Aldo, there was no way you could stand in front of him. Either he was going to put a combination on you, or he was going to kick your leg off, and you had no chance really of getting him down. But now we've kind of seen Jose Aldo allow someone hold him up against the cage and not get off, and just kind of, protest to the ref. Hey, let me off. We've seen that. And we also know that Jose Aldo is not really chopping legs down like he used to. So with that, I'm going to pick an upset here, Henry. Even though Jose Aldo, I still think he's very, very capable, and I still think he's really, really tough still. I'm going to pick the upset here. I'm going to go with Amin Zahabi.
Okay, all right, making it interesting. All righty. Co-main event of the evening. Shevchenko versus, is it Fiat?
Manon
Fiora.
Fiorot.
Dude, I tell you what, man, I
yeah.
haven't really seen Fiora
You can
fight, but the
push it
names
back.
that she's beat and how she's done it, this is truly Valentina's. She's actually a favorite too. I mean, there's something about
Ooh.
the stats that makes Fiora just different. Just stylistically, bro. She's a big 125. I mean, is Valentina still hungry? I mean, those are some of the questions, man. And obviously, Valentina did come out to fight her. She's a very, very dedicated fighter, but it's, every dog has his day. And I think with Fior, she has the striking. She's very nitty gritty, and that style somehow is still in Kamaru. Like that whole style of just fighting. Forget the technical side, is like what's actually taking what's making these guys successful. Guys that are just pretty much just fighting in every position. I go back with Bilal, Marab, DDP. I mean, I almost feel like she's part of that little category. When every position, she's just making you fight and looking to transition. But that being said, man, I think it's hard to bet against Valentina. It really because she's been there before. She sometimes, when she fought Jessica Andrade, people thought she was in a strike. She ended up wrestling her and putting her to the ground, just controlling her. So she's been able to really tactically adjust to people. This is one girl that you're gonna really have to adjust. That being said, man, how can I go against Valentina Shevchenko, and particularly that she came down to AZ, to work over here at Fight Ready?
No, this is a really, really tough one because yes, Manon she's really, really, really good, really tough fighter. She's gritty. She can take a shot and she could still keep coming forward. Um, it's an intriguing one, but I still think there's a couple of questions that haven't been answered from Manon yet. And Valentina, we know where Valentina is good. We know Valentina is tough and good everywhere. The only thing that I would say I'm starting to see from Valentina is with time now, we're starting to see Valentina do just enough to win. To where early on it was like, I'm coming after you. Strike, strike, strike. This Valentina that we saw against Amanda Nunes time and time again. It's different now to where Valentina understands that I need to do just enough to continue to keep that title, or I need to do just enough to win that title. And that's what we're seeing from her now. And so it's, we want to see what those questions are, because like you said, Henry, she's still as hungry. And I think she is. I don't like the fact that I see that she's doing what she needs to do just enough to get that title. But I do think that she's still hungry, and I think her fight IQ is very, very high. And yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do in order to keep your title. So I like Valentina, and I'm gonna go with. I think they're both of these girls are southpaws too, so that's gonna be interesting. So I like it. I'm gonna go with Valentina Shevchenko. I can't wait to see that one. Can't wait to see. And guess what? She's about to get all the rubies, all the belts, Henry.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna be the first
yeah,
one. Then I got kicked in the head.
yeah. She has 8. She has 8. She's gonna be starting her new. So maybe if she does,
I know.
say if she does somehow is able to finish the other belt, I think that's the time to start a
Wait,
new belt, to start a new era.
wait, wait.
Think about it.
If she finishes that's another 7 defense, bro. Like if she finishes the other side, I
I
mean,
mean, it's women's MMA, Kush. Anything could happen.
I do not condone whatever you just said.
No, you take it the way you want to take it. I'm just saying anything could happen, dude. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. That's true. But moving on, Henry. Moving on to the main event of the evening. Jack Della Maddalena taking on, let's scroll down so I can see the name. Bilal Muhammad. Taking on Bilal Muhammad. A lot of moving parts here in the division right now, Henry. I mean, we've got potential. There's all these rumors, Islam moving up to welterweight, and that throws a wrench in a lot of situations because I mean, Islam is the current pound for pound champ in the UFC. So if he wants to move up to a different division, and if UFC is allowing that, that means he's going to vacate the title. And hey, he is the number one as a pound for pound. You're going to be the number one contender in that division in most cases. So that throws a wrench in a lot of things. But I feel like this fight here, I think a lot of people are kind of sleeping on JDM here. I think, yes, of course, we've seen JDM being taken down. We've seen him held down quite a bit. But JDM he has the ability to potentially win this fight. And I think a lot of people are sleeping on that. And I don't take nothing away from Muhammad. Muhammad has definitely proven that he's good everywhere. But I think people are sleeping on JDM here, Henry.
Yeah, but there's a reason why Kamaru. I mean, he really hasn't fought the high level competition. The simple fact that he was losing to Gilbert Burns kind of just makes people know and that there's levels to it. You know, like Bilal Muhammad, he beat up Gilbert Burns. He handled Gilbert Burns. It wasn't the last minute flurry where he was able to get the victory. I like JDM, like I like him, dude, but I still feel like this is probably a little too premature for him. A little bit of what happened to Bo Nickal. But obviously he's at a higher level. But I feel like it's a little. I feel like he really had to go maybe 3 more fights before he fights for the title. But that's what's going on at 170 pounds, man. I feel like this is what I'm saying, bro. Like the weight class is right open for anybody to go in there and fight for the title. You know. But that being said, dude, the level changes that Bilal was making, the improvements that he's making, his devotion. You know, being Muslim, eats clean, does the whole 9, doesn't party. I mean, a lot of that stuff is the reason why he's become champion, and in wrestling we trust, and just because of the wrestling and the mixing of the fighting, man, I gotta go with Bilal, maybe even either decision or maybe via stoppage in the later rounds, dude.
Okay, yeah, this is an intriguing one for me. I do think Bilal definitely, as the champion, you have the capabilities to definitely go out there and win this fight because we have seen JDM be taken down. But I mean, when you start to see crazy statements come out of not just the champ, but come out of the camp saying that, oh, I'm not shooting one takedown. I'm going to stand and just strike with the guy. And then you see the camp saying, oh, he's got better hands than Canelo, or he's got hands like Canelo. I mean, Jesus, come on now. Come on. You're basically saying that I'm going to give this guy an opportunity to beat me because where I excel is by mixing all of my arts here, by mixing the takedown, mixing the striking, mixing the kickboxing, and grappling when I get down here. While you saying I'm not going to do that, which listen, I don't take anything that these guys say to heart. I don't believe them in any way. Saying, oh, I'm not going to take one shot. I'm just going to strike with the guy. You're saying I'm going to take away what makes me good, what separates me, and I'm just going to give this guy a shot to potentially beat me. So with that being said, I mean, if that actually is what he's going to go out there and do, then I could see a potential upset here. But, you know, the champions are the ones that are able to be smart enough to know that, hey, I need to go in here and I need to do what I need to do to get this victory. And so if he goes out there and mixes it up, I could see him definitely getting the victory. But, yeah, I just don't like what I've been hearing from the camp. Oh, we're working on his boxing. He just worked boxing this camp. Or he's not going to take one shot. I don't like hearing that. Just state what you're going to do and go out there and execute that. I think that's what makes champions. But even moving on from that, Henry, like I said earlier, there's a lot of talk going on in this division, and a lot of it being aimed at me. I don't care about these dudes. Why are they coming at me? Crazy.
Let me read this real quick. Let me read this quote for you real quick. Kamaru from your
Who's
boy,
this from?
Ian,
This is from
Ian Machado Gary. he should be focusing on his fight instead of worrying about me. Now he's talking about Buckley. That being said, I don't think Joaquin Buckley just beats Usman. I think he demolishes him. He will run through Usman. That's what he said. What's your take on that?
Hey, I mean, it is what it is.
He's talking about running
I
through
get it.
you, bro.
I get it. I mean, Buddy might be a little salty because I did kind of put him out on blast, So I completely get it. And hey, you have a right to your own opinion.
But hold on real quick, Kush, because look, it's getting spicier. I want to show you what Dean Thomas had to say as well. Your colleague. Can I get a drum roll?
Sure. What did Uncle Dean say?
Can I get a drum roll? Come on, Kush. Okay, this is what your boy Dean Thomas, bro. I thought you guys were bored, but I want to tell you what Dina White just said. Buckley is more than anything else hungry for this opportunity. He's hungry to show that he can do it. You've got a guy like Kamaru Usman who is not really that hungry because he's already been fed. He ate already. He's just trying to get seconds. He's older. I don't know. I don't see it. Dean Thomas, a.k.a. Dina White.
You know what, Henry? And yeah, we've been on the desk, and this is one thing that Dean is done. And Dean, yeah, I understand. I see where he's coming from. Dean said that plenty of times. He said that when last time we were on the desk together, where Jared Cannonier fought. He had the same thing to say, and Jared Cannonier went out there and showed him, hey, I'm still here. And the same here. I mean, this does nothing but.
Can somebody pull up Dean Thomas's accolades? Because he's talking like he's won a few world titles.
Listen, I don't even. No, Dean is a vet in the game and a coach, excellent coach in the game right now. So I understand what he's saying, but this is just adding fuel to the fire. This is just extra motivation. Sometimes it takes people to count you out enough for you to go in there and say, okay, I'll show you.
Yeah, but can I tell you something about
Kamaru? I've always said this all throughout my career, Henry. These guys, when they're coming to compete against me, anything they say or do can and will be used against them when we are inside that octagon. Because as I've said time and time again, I am the judge, I am the jury, and in that cage, I can also be the executioner. So that's all it is. This is all extra just motivation. And it is what it is. It's my job to go in there and show them that, hey, you don't eat until big man eats first. And I am the big man. So let me eat again and again and again. And when I'm tired of eating, then these guys can come and get some. But right now, yeah, I'm still hungry.
Damn.
So yeah, they have their time. They say whatever they want, but hey, there's gonna be a date. We're all gonna get in there. They're gonna lock that door, and things are gonna transpire the way they're gonna transpire. All right, Henry. As promised, let's get into our special episode with the new WBA welterweight champion of the world, Rolly Romero.
How you guys all doing?
What's up, Rolly? How you doing, man?
I'm really hungry.
You at the press conference. You haven't eaten yet?
Bro, they woke me up dude, I was in Miami, bro. They flew me out here, bro. I was like, bro, do I gotta go do all this right now? I just want food, man. I want to go relax, but, I guess work don't just end on fight night, so I gotta just come back, and maybe I'll enjoy it like next week,
Right. Especially now you make the big bucks. And when you make the big bucks like
I've
that
been
means
making big bucks for years. I don't care about the money.
Yeah, I mean, you got to promote the fight, and you've been something that you've been doing a fantastic job.
I promote and stuff, but I've been making big bucks for years, man. I'll him and take good care of me.
Yeah, what was you doing out in Miami?
Same thing everybody else does in Miami. Have fun.
I like it. Well, Rolly, man, you just came off of an impressive unanimous decision victory over Ryan Garcia. a fight that a lot of people were talking about, a fight that had a lot of buzz on it. And Ryan said a lot of things leading up, and you said a lot of things leading up. But at the end, you went out there and you took care of business. I mean, how was that fight for you? How was the performance and everything? How'd you feel about it?
I whooped his ass.
Was there something? Was there something? Rolly, the first time you guys sparred, obviously we all know that kind of clip went viral. Was it the same Ryan Garcia that you fought in sparring in the actual fight? Because man, it was kind of like deja vu, bro. You kept catching him with
Way
that.
better Ryan, way better Ryan Garcia. Don't think that, but I mean we've both developed a lot since then.
Yeah, but you caught him in the sparring with that same hook. I mean, is Ryan just blind to your left hook?
Well, I mean, he talks about that left hook all day, but I mean, they never talk about my left hook. And I've flatlined how many people with my left hook?
Right, Rolly. Now, that was a big thing. That was right what you said. Is Ryan talks about it a lot because that's his signature punch. Is that blinding left hook that a lot of people usually don't see because he's got a lot of speed on it. But compared to and that's the thing you said with your left hook too, is compared to your left hook and everything that was said in the lead up. How did you assess Ryan's speed and you being able to find your left hook as opposed to him finding his left hook?
I mean, I was the faster fighter. I was the more explosive fighter. Clearly, you could just tell.
Yeah. What was your take, Rolly, when when Turkey was in Ryan Garcia's corner cheering?
Hey, wait, wasn't Ryan calling you out or something?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Right. Put him on the spot, Rolly. Put him on the spot. Yeah.
You think I had a chance? Since you took him out, you think I had a chance, dude?
I think you should beat the shit out of him in some MMA.
That's easy money, bro. You kidding me? But to get back, Raleigh, there was, a lot of people counted you out on this, and particularly, Your Majesty, Turkey Al-Sheikh, man. What was your take on him coaching Ryan Garcia in the corner, man? How did that make you feel, particularly because, obviously he put the event together, but there shouldn't be favoritism, right?
A lot of favoritism going on, but I don't care. I can do whatever. They can't fight for him.
Yeah. Right now, dude, like obviously the event took place May 2nd. The event took place. We had a bunch of good fights, man. There was one of you had a lot to say about David Haney, bro. Why do you think David Haney is so cautious as a fighter, bro? Well, how come he doesn't have knockouts, man? Explain that to me, Rolly.
It really comes down to his inferior genetics. He has a very weak body frame with sloppy legs, and he has a very fragile body frame where he just cannot, he just has shit genetics. He got those shit genetics from Bill.
From his dad. Oh shit, you going in deep, dude. Is there a potential? Is there a fight in the future with you and Haney, or you just don't like him and you don't want to kind of help him make money?
Would it really be considered a fight if he just ran the whole time?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Would you be open to a fight, or are you just like, dude, if he's just gonna run, I'm just not gonna fight him because he's not engaging?
If Devin Haney can get an actual knockout, I'll fight him.
Okay, so it's pretty much just trolling.
Speaking of that, you were, I'm guessing you were able to, because they fought before you, correct? So I'm guessing you were able to watch his fight, and yes, there was a lot made of him just kind of being cautious and moving a lot around the ring. Was there anything good in that fight that you took away from him and say, hey, he still has skills here, or was it all just, hey, he's too cautious as a fighter now?
Bro, I couldn't even watch I couldn't watch the fight because I was warming up. I didn't want to fall asleep in the dressing room.
Damn. Wow. Shots fired. I love it. What do you think about everything that's going on right now with boxing, bro? Because right now, at one point, boxing was king of kings in combat sports. But obviously, the UFC has just taken over. But you guys have been doing something.
Because all these in UFC, Dana don't let you guys protect your O. In boxing, these guys all protecting their O, so you can't get good fights. It's honestly a disgrace to boxing, and it's ruining the sport. Dana won't let you guys protect your guys though. You guys have to fight, right? You guys ain't fucking putting up fights and putting your bets down to cut your ass, right?
Yeah. So
Same shit. Not the same in boxing. Boxing, these guys are just taking whatever and fighting for the next paycheck. They're not fighting to win.
okay, so real quick, Rolly. So you're saying that? So you like this move? What Dana White is doing and jumping in? Obviously, he's going to be.
If you don't sell tickets, you don't get paid. If you ain't entertaining, you don't get paid. That's how it should be. You're not, oh, because I'm undefeated, I get paid. Like, no, that's bullshit.
So Rolly, do you like the fact that Dana's going to be coming into boxing and doing this whole thing and kind of making it a conglomerate now, like the UFC is? Do you like that?
Personally, I don't know the plan. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know exactly anything about it. So I don't know, and I don't really care about it.
Okay, you haven't
But
seen.
but I will say like this though, like these guys need to stop fighting to protect their own, fighting to win.
So you like the UFC system?
Yeah, I mean, I like. I mean, obviously, I don't like the pay that they do. I mean, I think you guys should get paid more, the top level. But I mean, and you guys make more money starting out than the average boxer, so you guys do live better. But also, you guys have to go through a lot more bullshit to even get signed. You know, because I mean, at the end of it, the UFC is a promotional. You know, it's like having a promotional contract. You know, so you have to be like already. You have to already be somewhat relevant already. So unlike a boxer, you know, where I mean, we ain't making shit starting out. You guys are you, and then there's so many like you know the facilities better, all this stuff. You know. But as far as like you once you guys get to like the top level, yeah, you guys ain't making that crazy money.
You really touched on something because with boxing, there's what, four different belts and four different governing bodies and organizations to where it's, you got the WBA, IBF, WBO, and the WBC to where right now you just became the WBA welterweight champion of the world. But if they say who is the number one welterweight in the world right now, then it gets a little, you can tell it gets a little kind of watered down because you don't know who is who. But if there was, if Dana, what these guys are trying to do says, you know what, we're going to do away with the WBC, we're going to do away with the WBO, and we're just going to make it one promotion right now. And then you had a choice on who you wanted to fight next because you're ranked number one. Who would that guy be?
Well, I mean, how are they possibly going to do that? There's like 30 or so other promoters. So you're not going to be able to get you're not going to be able to get the best fight. You still got to deal with 30 or so other promoters.
Yes, but wouldn't that start to be a way of getting rid of all of those promoters that are holding guys and saying, "Hey, I'm going to
Not
promote
really.
you," but
Not
to
really.
get not
Not
really,
really. It's the same thing how Dana White, there's UFC, there's PFL, there's Contender, there's this shit, there's that shit, right? You guys they're all different promoters, right or wrong.
right, right.
It's the same system.
Yeah. Well, moving forward, man. Obviously, I mean, where do you go from now? Obviously, you've had your crack at Tank Davis. Like, how do you see that whole division right now with all of you guys? Like, obviously, back in the '80s when you had Hearns, Durant, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, the Four Horsemen. Like,
Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, and Duran didn't give a fuck if they lost or not. They gave a fuck about fighting and winning. Those guys give a fuck about protecting their own. You cannot compare. Do not even bother comparing it to this generation to that generation or anything. Or it's a completely different generation. These guys all want to protect their O's. They're fucking scared. They're pussies.
damn, I love it. So what's your take on Tank? Why is it taking Tank Davis so long to fight a Lamont
No, no,
Roach?
no, 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 no. Wait. The fight of Lamar Roach, they're gonna rematch.
But I've heard there's a birdie saying that Tank just maybe doesn't want to fight. Like, he's talking about retirement, dude.
Well, if he wants to retire, that's on him.
All right,
Well, bro, like just
all
because
right,
the dude
fair
don't want
enough.
to fight doesn't mean bro, maybe he just doesn't want to box anymore. Like it has nothing to do with Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach has no power. He doesn't punch. It's like, oh, why is he gonna be afraid of Lamont? Like he has no power.
You're talking about Lamont.
That's like saying fucking Tank's scared of Shakur. Shakur has no power. Like, bro, like, if you're telling me that he was afraid of, like, I don't know, who's a puncher in that division right now?
All right, Rolly. So check this out. Help me out here, bro. You're gonna build a bracket.
I'm asking you this. Oh, look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask you something, right? If you're gonna get paid $10 million, right, to fight a dude that has zero power, that you can knock out, but he can't do shit to you, are you gonna take that fight? Yes or no?
Oh hell yeah! You kidding me?
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it has nothing to do with him not wanting to fight the dude. Like, bro, now, if I gotta go, if I'm gonna get paid $10 million, but I gotta fight fucking Mike Tyson, then it's like, okay, maybe yes, maybe no, right? But if a dude had no damn power, still, man, he not scared of no damn Lamar, Roach.
All right, so Rolly, I got something for you, bro. You're a promoter now. Let's just say you're a promoter, right? If you had to pick a 8-man bracket, how would you do it? Like, who would you want to line up to fight each other to eventually maybe, how would you line this up, bro? If you had like a 4-man bracket, so 4 people, who would you want to see fight to be able to discover like who is the best of the best?
Bro, I can't even tell you, man. I swear on everything, I can't even tell you who I would pick to promote right now or any of that stuff.
I'm talking about fighting. I mean, who should Shakur Stevenson fight next?
I don't think he should fight at all ever again because he just puts the fans to sleep and he's not doing anything entertaining for the damn sport. So it's like, bro, like you're asking me like that, it's like honestly just pick him out of fucking boxing, bro. He's horrible.
God damn, I love it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. No, I'm gonna ask you this. You think Dana would put up with Shakur shit?
I don't know, Kamaru?
He would be the first. He would be the first one to get kicked out of the UFC, right or wrong.
Well, let's say this. I will say this. Dana, you're right. Dana definitely wants, because it's a promotion. It's an entertainment company. You definitely want the fight.
Boxing's an entertainment company too. So he's not doing he ain't doing the sport a favor. So kick him out. Any other boring fighters you guys want to talk about?
But don't you think? Is there an opponent that you think you could match him up with that's gonna force him to fight an exciting fight? Is there anybody that you could think of?
No, because he'll just run.
How would that fight between him and David Haney go?
Honestly, man, you're man. If you want to get off to that shit, man, you're better off watching like or some shit.
All right, Rolly. Big win over Ryan Garcia. A lot was made of that. What's next for you? Who do you want next? And when are you looking to get back in there to fight again?
I don't know. I don't think that far ahead.
You just want to be in Miami, huh? Right now, you just want to have a good time.
I just want to relax, man. I've had a long camp, man. A lot of bullshit, all that stuff, and I just want to relax, man. I want to go. No, I want to go to an island, bro. But I'm just hungry, man. Too, man. You ever been just hungry, man? It's like, man, I didn't get punched. I feel good. I'm happy right now. I got money. I mean, I had money before, but I mean, I'm solid. I just want food, man. I just want food and go on jet skis and like a coconut, like one of them coconuts with the straw in it, and honestly, just like sit down, and just relax,
And what does Terrence Crawford have a shot against Canelo Alvarez? How do you match that fight up?
They have weight divisions for a reason. Right or wrong?
Right. Manny Pacquiao, bro.
Okay.
What's your take on Manny going up?
Manny Pacquiao didn't move up 3 weight divisions at once.
Okay.
He'll fight a pound-for-pound fighter.
Okay, so Canelo's got it. How does Canelo get it done, Rolly?
I don't know, man. It might be the boringest fight ever. It might be the best fight ever. I don't know. But I will tell you this: it's not a fight I truly care about.
Who would you rather see Terrence fight? Would you want to see him fight Ennis? Is it Enos? Or Anus? What is it?
Ennis, Gerard Ennis.
I don't really. Crawford's not really entertaining. So I don't really care about who he fights. He's not really an entertaining fighter, so I don't really care who he fights. But I will tell you like this, he's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, but he's not really entertaining outside the ring or, there's nothing that makes me want to be like, I can't wait to see the next Terrence Crawford fight.
Damn. So who is entertaining?
Okay.
Who is the guy that you're like, hey man, this is the guy that brings it every time? Who is that boxer?
Gervonta Davis, before with the exception of him fighting Roach, that fight was boring as fuck.
Right.
But other than that, like Gervonta, Ryan fights are all entertaining. Every single Ryan fight's entertaining.
Okay, all right. So you're fair with it.
Every single Benavidez fight's entertaining.
Woo!
Oh, dude, that's a Mexican monster. Ooh, but I just struck a chord right there.
You did. Rolly, you did. You talking to the number one Benavidez fan in the world right
Mexican
here.
monster,
Yeah,
bro.
they call him the Mexican monster because everybody's scared of him.
Fucking facts. You heard it.
We love David over here. But Rolly, we know you're hungry and we know you got to go. But before we go, you know that a lot of people don't know you have a background in judo. A lot of people don't know that you came up doing judo. Was there ever a consideration with your judo background and now your boxing background? Was there ever a consideration to say, you know what? I could get in that cage. I could do a little something with these MMA guys.
Then they're not paying enough.
Hey, so it's about the money. What if they said, all right, we're back to truck, bub. We'll give you a little something.
You know, I might have to consider. I might have to consider something. Who knows?
All right.
But I will tell you this. It's just I'm passionate about boxing. I'm not passionate about MMA, so it's hard. It's gonna be hard for me to like truly like put my whole thing, you know. Because if that's the case, I'd be fighting for a check, and I don't want to be fighting for a check. I want to fight because I want to win.
We feel you, Rolly, and we know you hungry, and you know we know you got to get going. But yeah, my man, we just want to say thank you for hopping on with us, and yeah, congratulations on becoming the WBA welterweight world champion. And we can't wait to see what happens next. We see you out there shining. We see you. We see
You got
you
rubies
shining.
in my damn chain.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Rolly. We can't wait to see what's next for you. We'll be tuned in as always to see you kind of give us another one of the entertaining Rolly Romero fight performance. Thank you for joining us, my man.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
All right, my
Let it
man.
Rolly.